Defining myself. My name is Dr. Puneet Chawla. Analyzing, listening, interpreting and guiding is my work profile. I am a Vastu expert and a geopathic researcher. Well, Vastu, it's a very good word. It's a very good word for me because this is all about my word. Vastu sometimes is very scary for people. They feel that Vastu is a very tough subject. It is a very difficult subject to apply. So how we apply Vastu? Friends, I feel applying Vastu in our life is very easy and simple. We have nature all around, and whenever we are in the Mother Nature's lap, we are not at all worried, we are not at all restless, we are always happy. And we come at our home, we find some problems, we find some emotional problems, we find health problems with us. And in office also we go and we feel a little depressed that we are not doing good business. Why we feel bad when we go to different structures? Because the energies of these structures are not favorable for us. I am not going to tell Vastu in an orthodox manner because it is not having a constraint only to a religion. It is not having any constraint to a particular country. It applies everywhere. First of all, I believe that we have to see 10 directions in Vastu. 10 directions which are north, south, east, west. 4 sub-directions which are northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest. The 9th is center and the last is space, the direction for Almighty. So if we balance all these directions in our life, in our building structure, our life becomes easy. Some people say that south is not a good direction, but for me, every direction of God is a good direction. We only have to build a house according to the requirements of the direction. South gives us some radiations which have to be stopped by closing the windows of that house. Otherwise, every direction is good. So we have to balance all these directions. Then we have to see 5 elements. Our body is made up of 5 elements which are earth, fire, water, air and space. If we do not balance these elements in our body gets ill and we get disturbed with our soul too, because the soul is being fed by this body only. In the same way, the house in which we live should be balanced by 5 elements. In kitchen we have fire element, in bedroom we have earth element, in overall areas of north and northeast we have water elements, in northwest we have air elements, and in center we have space elements. So if all these elements are in harmony, we are living a happy life. Then we have to see the land nature. Sometimes we build a land on a rocky area. So how do we get the energies? Because that land could not be a fertile land. So we have to see a lot of things on these areas. The energies of these areas should be good. The gravitational energy should be particularly on a good wavelength. We have certain grids which are going through under the earth. So that grids should not be harmful to us. We have certain mineral deposits under the earth. That mineral deposits, if are harmful to us, they should not be under the house. So this is called geopathic stress, which we use in Vastu, because we have to see the land in the form of energies. In other ways, we have to see the North Pole energy, which is a powerful energy for us. If we sit towards north, we get powerful energy and we feel energetic. But if we point our head towards north while sleeping, we get unhealthy because the north energy interferes with our body energy and do not let us sleep properly. When we talk of magnetic energy coming in the house, it is coming from northeast. which is something very important for us. If we make a store, if we make a toilet in the northeast, all this energy is disturbed and our life is also disturbed. We are talking of solar energy, which is much important because none of the vegetations is cleared, is grown without the help of solar energy. Our east in the house should be open so that we get much of the solar energy for our well-being. If solar energy is right, we do not get any kind of skin disease, we do not get any kind of eye and heart diseases. But if we do not get solar energy, all these problems come to us. Sun also gives us respect in the society. So everything is required in Vastu. A lot of people also depend upon astrological therapies. It is the planetary positions we have. If the planets are favorable, we have a good life. If the planets are not favorable, we do not lead a good life. According to astrologers, astrology is very important for us. I also believe that astrology is important as the planets matter in our life. But still, planets are always moving. Every 6 months, every 2 months, every 3rd year, every 6th year, every 7th year, planets are moving. So we have to follow them. We have to follow them accordingly and manage our life. But if we compare Vastu with astrology, we have to manage Vastu only once when we enter our house, when we do our housewarming, when we do our interiors, when we do our settlement. Only that time Vastu is to be seen. Otherwise, it is no requirement to see Vastu every time, every day. So that's better if you take Vastu as a very base subject and apply it in your life. The last point which I want to tell you is, I also see karmas. Karmas play a very big and good role in our life. We can reconcile karmas by doing good deeds in our life. We can feed insects, we can feed the animals too, we can do good karmas, we can do tithing, which is donating our 10th part of our income to the needy people. So we can make a life very good, easy life can be had with a lot of good therapies like Vastu and donations, which is the karma therapy. Now the last point which I will clear is, how do we rectify Vastu if we are living in a bad Vastu house or a bad Vastu structure? We certainly have remedies which work on our life. Remedies work in this way that, for example, this is a cold season. Cold waves are running all around. I'm shivering with cold. How do I help myself? I cannot go away with the cold season, which is winter season. I have to live it with it. So I can take a blanket, I can put my heater on, I can take a cup of tea, I can have anything which gives me little heat or warmness. So that way I can avoid winter up till 80 to 90%. This is the way when we can do the remedies to a bad Vastu house. We can use some good metals, we can use colors, we can use certain crystals to rectify Vastu. We can create such good energies. We can create such good energies through some aromas too. They matter a lot. Vastu is a very good subject. It's a very easy subject. So everybody should apply in his life.